What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get it. Today we're going to be talking about Mantra, ticker symbol OM. We've just experienced one of the most massive rug pulls, one of the most massive collapses in cryptocurrency history. Going to talk about some of the things that I'm seeing in this particular coin. But currently, right now, we woke up this morning, Sunday morning. Mantra was sitting at number 19. It was in the top 20 largest cryptocurrency coins in the world, priced at $6.30, and the market cap was $6 billion market cap. This was a large cap coin. In a matter of 1 hour, we saw this coin literally get rug pulled. Went down to $821 million market cap. You're talking about an 80-90% crash. This thing is currently sitting at number 71 largest cryptocurrency coin in the world at $821 million market cap. A lot of folks have lost money from this particular coin. We understand Mantra OM is one of the largest RWA plays around. This coin, a lot of folks felt comfortable with this coin. RWA, real world assets, a lot of folks is still feeling like this could be one of the sectors that can do well this particular cycle. A lot of folks are believing in the RWA sector. And what happened? The largest coin in that particular sector bellies up, rug pull, collapse. That is very heart-wrenching. Shouts out to everybody who lost money in this play. I feel for you. You know, we're all a cryptocurrency community at the end of the day. So hate to see folks lose their money, but this is cryptocurrency. It's the wild, wild west. We understand that this is the volatility of crypto. Like we always say, any of these coins can get it at any particular day. That's why Bitcoin have always been held up and revered as king. Any of these other coins at any particular time can get the Mantra business, can get pulled like this. So that's the harsh reality of it. That's the volatility. That's the risk when you're playing in something that is like cryptocurrency that is not regulated. So saw this coin in a matter of an hour crash 90%, $6 to 80 cents. That a lot of folks panicking, but you know, this coin is on Binance. This coin is on crypto.com. I don't think that it is on Coinbase, but you know, these are some of the things that we pay attention to and we take a look at when we are doing coin analysis, so forth and so on. Excuse me. One of the things that I don't have any skin in the game in this play, thank goodness, but when I went and did research on this coin, I'm looking at the total supply. Total supply of this coin is 1.8 billion coins. Circulating supply, there's only 900 million of these coins in circulation. What's the dilution rate? The dilution rate is only 50%. That means at any particular time, something like this can happen. That's why we always look for the coins that are fully or heavily diluted. Not saying that that will won't cause a rug pull. A rug pull won't happen if a coin is fully diluted, but that minimizes the risk of having a coin being rug pulled. When you have when you have these coins being held by a lot of whales, then you have the whale effect. They said that there was some private deals with some investors where Mantra was allowing these investors to come in and they were allowing them to buy these coins at a lower rate. Well, you know what these investors about? They're not caring about cryptocurrency. These investors are only caring about making money. So at whatever opportunity they can get to where they can dump on the folks who really love and trust Mantra OM, the real world asset, then they don't care. They will dump on you quick. And when you see that happen, these whales, these guys get to selling their tokens. They cause a panic effect when they sell all at once. Leverage positions start getting liquidated. Stop losses get triggered, and then it's just a nasty trickle down effect. Folks start to panic, and then that's it. This is probably one of the worst rug pulls that we've seen since 2022 Terra Luna. Terra Luna did a similar thing back in 2022. And yes, I did have a lot of skin in the game in Terra Luna. We were running Terra Luna up, making a boatload of money. I think it was in the top 10 or top 15, similar to Mantra. We never suspected Terra Luna would be a coin that would get rugged. They always said, watch out for the small cap coins. Watch out for the meme coins. You may get rug pulled on a meme coin. You may get rug pulled on a small cap coin. But nobody never thinks and thought that a large cap coin would rug you. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Just when you think you know it all, boom, you get a awakening, something similar to this. But this is the importance of risk management. Risk management is very important. It's only so much we can do, but the little bit that you can do, you want to make sure that you do it. You want to make sure that you're taking a look at the dilution rates. You want to make sure that you understand in which of these coins have heavy whales, so forth and so on. So some of the developers and owners of this coin came out. They threw their hands up. They say they don't know what's going on. It's not us. We apologize. We're going to look into it. But man, ain't nowhere in the world you are a developer. You are owner of this coin, wherever the CEO of this coin, and you not know what the heck is going on. And if that is the case, if you are the developer of this coin and you don't know what's going on, then shame on you. That right there shows that you don't have no control of what's going on in your particular project. So I'm not buying it. I believe these guys know what the heck happened. They got paid. Their investors got paid. They shaking hands, walking away with the bag, leaving egg on the small guys, like things that typically happen. But, this is the importance of what I've been stressing for months. Risk management. New regulations are needed. Point blank, period. A lot of folks don't like regulations. They don't want the government getting involved. But, man, we have to have some type of governance, some type of guidance, rules and regulations for cryptocurrency. Cybersecurity is a real risk. Digital verifications is a real risk. This is a brand new asset class as far as cryptocurrency. This is brand new. A lot of the scammers out there, a lot of the folks will be looking at opportunities to take advantage and make money off of this asset class to where there's no rules. There's no laws. There's no regulations. These guys can come in, big old whales, buy large portions of a particular coin, hold it, wait, do all type of massive manipulations, market manipulations. Easy to do in cryptocurrency. Not so easy to do in stock market, even though it's done, but they got rules and regulations over there. In cryptocurrency, that's why it's very important, and that's why we're rooting for David Sachs. We need some rules and regulations in this cryptocurrency space. Some of these coins, once you really break these coins down, they probably should not even be declared as a cryptocurrency. Once these rules and regulations get laid out, some of our coins that we hold probably will go to zero because you know what? Based on what the guidelines are to be considered a cryptocurrency, this coin does not meet that guideline. Boom, eliminate it, goes to zero. This coin does not meet the guidelines. And once they start setting these laws, becoming a little more strict, it's not going to be easy to get into the cryptocurrency field. You just the average person, the average small company, whatever it is that these guys get in here and they create these coins. These coins may catch a little popularity. They start to grow and they pump up, and these guys run away with the large majority of the money. Once again, leaving the small guy to where they lost a lot of money. Some folks had a lot of money invested in Mantra. Mantra is the top real world asset cryptocurrency coin. Some folks have more position in Mantra than they do in Bitcoin. Very tough. But like we've been saying, make sure that your portfolio is diverse. I know some people who only have 3 coins. It's hard to win when you are not diverse enough. What if one of the coins out of the three was Mantra? You whooped. You messed up. You don't wasted a whole bull market. Very important to be well diverse. Very important to know how to do portfolio analysis. Very important to know how to analyze these coins. What should you be looking at? What does total supply mean? What does dilution mean? What does market cap mean? That's why it's so important to be in the cryptocurrency community, to where you can get some guidance. You can have somebody to talk to, especially folks that are new, folks that are navigating around as a newbie. Very tough. Very tough. This is not a easy thing to be invested in. A lot of folks may make cryptocurrency look easy. You hear about the easy stories, folks becoming millionaires. This thing is not easy, as you can see. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of volatility, a lot of moving parts. So you really have to be careful. You really have to be particular when you're navigating around in cryptocurrency. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is still holding strong, $84,500. Bitcoin has been performing well and have been very stable. 62.61% dominance for Bitcoin. Excuse me. Fear and Greed Index is at 29. Very stable numbers for Bitcoin. Ethereum 7.33%. Have not seen it get below 7%. So these are some of the things that we will continue to watch. But this was definitely a earthquake in the world of cryptocurrency. Massive collapse. We hate to see rug pulls anyway in any coin, but we definitely hate to see rug pulls on our large cap coins. A lot of time, the large cap coins, we feel safe. We feel like we got a little bit of security. It can't happen to Mantra. No way it could happen to Solana. A rug pull, no way it could happen to XRP, Ethereum. These are the coins that we feel safe in. But as we've seen today, if you're not doing a proper analyzation of your coin, any of these coins can get it. And that's just what have shown us again today. We've been reinforced again today that Bitcoin is king. You want to make sure that you keep some skin in the game in Bitcoin. I remember last cycle they were saying eventually all of these altcoins gonna be gone. I said, what? And you see from cycle to cycle, a lot of the coins that was around last cycle, you can't find them this cycle. They are number 900. They're worthless. Very important to do your research. If you watch the 4-year cycles, you would know that. You would know how invaluable some of these cryptocurrency altcoins are. Folks were raving about Mantra. Mantra is this. Mantra is that. Mantra is the leader of the RWA, the real world assets. And look at what happened to the leader of RWA today. Earthquake, shaking up, massive collapse, rug pull. Mantra, OM, just dropped 80 to 90% within 1 hour. God, that's tough. But that's cryptocurrency. Like I said, cryptocurrency is not for everybody. Everybody cannot stomach cryptocurrency. I can't stomach no 80%, 90% dip. Nobody wants to experience that. But that's the possibility. That's the risk that we take. Risk management is very important. That's why we are rooting for a solid, secure rules and regulations to be laid out, to where we can have a little bit more comfort, to where these scammers can know, you know what, I can't do this. I can't go in the cryptocurrency market and do that. I can't rug pull these people, because if I do, I'm going to be liable. I may go to prison. Need to make these jokers to start thinking once, twice, and 3 times before they come into cryptocurrency and try to take advantage of the small retail investors. Folks that are just looking to get a leg up, looking to make some extra money. We should not be at such a vulnerable position, such a vulnerable situation with this cryptocurrency market. So we're looking for David Sachs. David Sachs, where you at? Holla at your boy Stock Holiday, Mr. Sachs, and I can help you get some of these things laid out. I can tell you what we are feeling on this side. A lot of times these government officials, they don't know how it feels to be a small retail investors. They need to come down and talk to us. What are some of the things you seeing, Mr. Small Investor? What are some of the things that you would like help in, Mr. Small Investors? Holla at your boy Stock Holiday, Mr. Sachs, and I can let you know where it is and the areas that we need help in. What we should be looking out for. How can you guys protect us from the predatory whales, from the rug pulls, and all of the scams that have been going on in cryptocurrency since day one? So, shouts out. My heart goes out to everybody who lost money to with Mantra, with this massive collapse. There's going to be some folks that's going to be trying to buy in at this rate while it's beat down. It's very risky. This coin could possibly be going down a lot further. 84 cent last I checked. Who knows? It might be at 50 cent tomorrow. Very volatile. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole. I've seen this happen with Terra Luna. Terra Luna crash went down. We said, well, damn, since it's this low, let me buy some more. We bought some more and it ran up. We made money. We just didn't take it out. We thought it was going to continue to run up. And what did it do? It went lower than the price that we bought it at. Very tough. Falling knife to the left, falling knife to the right. You're getting poked in your shoulder and poked in your neck. You bleeding out. You have to be careful with these plays. All we can do is continue to do the various analysis that we can and, try to sell when we get to top. Take some profits here and there. But it's tough, man. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great cryptocurrency community over there. You could contact me in the private inbox over there in the Patreon. Ask me whatever question it is that you want. But like I said, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.